Assalamu alaikum and welcome to lecture number 24 for the course Corporate Social Responsibility MGT 610. I hope that you are looking forward for this particular lecture as well, because जहाँ तक मेरा अंदाज़ा है as a teacher I enjoyed delivering the last lecture because उसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें हमने discuss की और बहुत सारी चीज़ों की practical applications through respective websites हमने देखी. We're going to use the same approach in this lecture as well. We're discussing chapter number 6 and we're talking about the various frameworks for rating corporate social responsibility. So purpose is कि हम ये कैसे मालूम कर सकते हैं कि एक organization corporate socially responsible है through their reporting, और reporting कैसे होनी चाहिए, किस तरीके की reports होनी चाहिए. That is what we're discussing in this particular chapter and lecture as well. What are the learning objectives? To understand the importance of corporate social responsibility reporting, to create awareness about the various reporting criteria followed to report CSR, understand how conscientious organizations are committed to the concept of CSR, and to learn from CSR reporting frameworks of various agencies and organizations. Last lecture में हमने specifically global reporting initiative को study किया, उसकी guidelines को study किया, उसकी sustainability reporting के बारे में पढ़ा, किसको रिपोर्ट करना चाहिए, क्यों रिपोर्ट करना चाहिए, बेनिफिट्स क्या हैं, इंटरनल बेनिफिट्स क्या हैं, एक्सटर्नल बेनिफिट्स क्या हैं, ये सारी चीज़ें हमने पिछली दफ़ा में पढ़ी. एंड दैट वाज द फर्स्ट वे, जो कि इट इज़ वन ऑफ द वेज, वन ऑफ द एक्सेप्टेड रेटिंग फ्रेमवर्क्स जो है CSR रिपोर्टिंग का एक्सेप्टेड फ्रेमवर्क जो है वो GRI के थ्रू है. द सेकेंड थिंग दैट वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट टुडे इज स्पेशलाइज्ड सिक्योरिटीज इंडेक्स, and they replicate stock sector reporting in social and environmental sector. Now basically जब आप specialized security index की बात करेंगी, what these indexes do is they replicate social stock sector reporting. जिस तरीके से आपके stocks की movement report होती हैं उस graph के through, जिसमें आपका timeline आपके इस axis पर होती है, and आपकी जो stock की price होती है वो आपके दूसरे axis पर होती है, and आपको एक historical data भी मिल जाता है कि जी किस मंथ में आपका स्टॉक की प्राइस कितनी ऊपर या कितनी नीचे की. बिल्कुल उसी पर्टिकुलर फॉर्मेट को आप जो है वो सोशल और एनवायरमेंटल सेक्टर में भी यूज़ कर लेते हैं. ना स्पेशलाइज्ड सिक्योरिटीज इंडेक्स बेसिकली वो होती हैं जो कि स्पेसिफिक चीज़ों को या स्पेसिफिक कंपनीज वर्किंग इन स्पेसिफिक सेक्टर्स को अंडरटेक करती हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल हम जब डाउ जोन्स US वाटर इंडेक्स की बात करते हैं, डाउ जोन्स इज इन इटसेल्फ आपकी जो स्टॉक मार्केट स्टॉक सेक्टर रिपोर्टिंग करता है, राइट. लेकिन जो डाउ जोन्स US वाटर इंडेक्स है, दिस पर्टिकुलर इंडेक्स ओनली टेल्स यू अबाउट the stocks and only tells you about gives you information about those companies जो कि water से related है. Now question ये आता है कि भाई अब हमें से क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है, हम as a student studying corporate social responsibility हम ये क्यों study करें. So इसके लिए हम थोड़ा सा background में जाएंगे. Now before I go into the background, you need to realize कि ये जितनी भी specialized security indexes हैं, हम ये एक particular group of companies जो कि एक particular sector या एक particular industry में और एक particular product या service को deliver करती हैं उनके बारे में होती है. Why? एज कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के कोर्स के लिए हम सिर्फ डाउ जोन्स US वाटर इंडेक्स को क्यों स्टडी करें? बिकॉज ऑफ द रीजंस, क्योंकि वो वाटर रिसोर्सेज के बारे में है, या ग्लोबल वाटर रिसोर्सेज को के बारे में वो इंडेक्स है, या द कंपनीज व्हिच आर इंक्लूडेड इन दिस इंडेक्स आर बेसिकली डीलिंग विद वाटर रिसोर्स. जब आप वाटर रिसोर्स की बात करेंगे और ग्लोबल वाटर रिसोर्स की बात करेंगे, देन व्हाट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इज जस्ट लुक एट दीज स्टैटिस्टिक्स. About 70% of the Earth's surface is covered in water. We all know that. But 97% of it is salt water. जो हम 70% water की बात करते हैं, इस 70% का 97% is salt water. Question: can you drink salt water? Can you use salt water? No, you cannot. Now this 97% of the salt water is unfit for human use. So पीछे सिर्फ आपका 3% water रह गया. Now salt water cannot be used for drinking, crop irrigation or most industrial uses. Of the remaining 3% of the world's water resources, only about 1% is readily available for human consumption. So इसका मतलब ये है कि yes, आपकी जो आपकी अर्थ है उसमें 70% इज वाटर एंड ओनली 30% इज लैंड मास. आउट ऑफ सो 70%, जो 70% वाटर उसमें से 97% इज सॉल्ट वाटर विच कैन नॉट बी यूज फॉर ड्रिंकिंग, कैन नॉट बी यूज फॉर रेजिंग क्रॉप्स एंड कैन नॉट बी यूज फॉर इंडस्ट्रियल पर्पसेस. सो दैट मीन्स कि आपका पीछे सिर्फ 3% रह गया. उस 3% में भी, उस 3% में से भी फॉर सम ऑड रीजन, फॉर सम रीजंस और द अदर, यू कैन ओनली यूज 1% ऑफ दैट वाटर. नाउ इसको अगर आप यहीं पर इस थॉट को अपने जहन में रखिए, सो नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू टेकिंग अ शावर और व्हेन यू वॉशिंग योर क्लोथ्स और यू ब्रशिंग योर टीथ, जस्ट इमेजिन कि आपका जो पानी ज़ाया आप कर रहे हैं दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ दैट 1% जो कि हमेशा के लिए नहीं रहेगा. राइट. सो ये मेरी और आपकी सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इनिशिएटिव है जहाँ पर हम आपको बता रहे हैं कि आपको क्या करना चाहिए. रैपिड इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन एंड इंक्रीजिंग एग्रीकल्चरल यूज हैव कंट्रीब्यूटेड टू वर्ल्ड वाइड वाटर शॉर्टेजेस. एरियाज दैट हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड वाटर शॉर्टेजेस इंक्लूड चाइना, इजिप्ट, India, Israel, Pakistan, Mexico, parts of Africa and the United States, उसमें Colorado, California, Las Vegas and East Coast, to name a few. So हमारी country, अभी तक हमने अपनी country की बहुत कम बातें की, but it's right there in the middle with respect to water shortages. Now pollution also highlights the need for clean water. In the US alone, the dead zone of the Gulf Coast highlights the impact of fertilizers runoff and MTBE. An additive in unleaded gasoline can be found in well water from California to Maryland. And I remember I gave an example as well कि बहुत दफ़ा आपकी जो factories की industrial areas की location होते हैं वो बहुत matter करते हैं, just because कि जो industrial waste होता है वो depending upon कि आप उनको कहाँ पर उनको dispose of करें. Even if you digging land and putting your waste inside that hole, आपका तब भी वो जो waste material है वो seep करके आपकी water resources में जा सकता है, and later on it can cause a number of diseases and a number of problems. Overseas, highly publicized incidents in Russia, China and elsewhere demonstrate that pollution isn't limited to the West. So it's not about what the US is doing or the pollution in US only. It's countries like Russia, China and everywhere else जहाँ पर ये pollution और जगह भी है. Of course, fouled water pipes further limit the amount of fresh water available for human usage. So these are the issues that people generally have. A lot of time even Pakistan में आपका जो fresh water line होती है वो आपकी सूरज water line के साथ mix हो जाती है, as a result of which आपको fresh water नहीं मिलता. So पानी जिसको हम शायद for granted लेते हैं, it's such an important resource जिसके बगैर हम survive ही नहीं कर सकते. Can you survive without drinking water for a day? No, you cannot. और then again ये resource आपको ample, आपके पास इतनी नहीं है कि हमेशा के लिए चले. It's a scarce resource जिसको अगर आप properly और सही तरीके से use नहीं करेंगे, it will finish. Like any other scarcity, the water shortage creates investment opportunities as well. So एक बात हम पहली बात ये करेंगे कि just like any other scarce resources like coal हो गया, gold हो गया, आपका water जो है it is a good investment opportunity. A small example in this case could be कि अगर आप पाकिस्तान में रहते हो, just can you just count the number of bottled water companies, जो mineral water companies हैं वो कितनी है? Just count them on your fingers and you'll get to know कि पहले सिर्फ नेस्ले थी और अब एक्वाफिना भी है और I don't know how many of those do you have. So can you imagine कि आपकी watering industry में या water industry में या water sector में आपकी कितनी ज़्यादा investment opportunities हैं, and interest in water is at an all-time high. Here are some of the more popular indexes designed to track various water-related investment opportunities. Now, water-related investment indexes बहुत सारी हैं, उनमें से some of them are Palisades Water Index, that's one of them. Water Index is ZWI. The index was set as just tell you कि जी आपकी index का जो code है वो क्या है और वो किस पर set हुई और किस पर set नहीं हुई. Then you have your Dow Jones US Water Index. And then you have ISC B&S Water Index as well. So you have multiple indexes जो सिर्फ उन companies को cater for करती हैं जो कि water जैसी scarce resource में deal करती हैं. अब question ये आता है कि जी हम इन index को corporate social responsibility के reference से क्यों पढ़ें? सिर्फ इसलिए because you need to see all these indexes which have those companies who are dealing in water. And जब आप उनकी share prices and stock prices की increase और decrease देखते हैं, उनकी annual reports को check करते हैं, उनके operations को monitor करते हैं, उनके processes को control करते हैं, then you automatically see their sustainability. And sustainability में फिर आप उनकी economic performance भी देखेंगे, आप ये भी देखेंगे कि वो कितनी profitable हैं, कितनी profitable नहीं हैं, आप ये भी देखेंगे कि जी उनकी governance कैसे हो रही है या नहीं हो रही है, आप ये भी देखेंगे कि जी उनका जो social performance है वो कैसी है और उनकी environmental performance है वो कैसी है. So that is why a lot of time आपके जो ये indexes होती हैं या आपकी जो specialized security, सारी security indexes नहीं होती, because a security index उसमें बहुत सारी multiple चीज़ें हो जाएंगी. Specialized securities index वो indexes होती हैं जो कि सिर्फ उन्हीं कंपनीज को केटर फॉर करती हैं जो कि एक पर्टिकुलर स्पेशलिटी प्रोडक्ट बना रही हैं. सो जो हम डाउ जोन्स वाटर इंडेक्स की बात करते हैं, इट विल ओनली इंक्लूड दोज कंपनीज व्हिच आर स्पेसिफिकली डीलिंग विद वाटर. उसमें वाटर की एक्सट्रैक्शन, वाटर प्योरिफिकेशन, फिल्टरेशन, ये सारे काम जो वाटर रिलेटेड हैं इस डाउ जोन्स वाटर इंडेक्स में सिर्फ ये वाली कंपनीज आएंगी. एंड देन अगेन जब आप इन कंपनीज को देखेंगे, इन इंडेक्सेस को देखेंगे, तो आप ऑटोमेटिकली आपको उन कंपनीज की परफॉर्मेंस भी मॉनिटर हो जाती है, आप एनालाइज करते हैं, उनकी सस्टेनेबिलिटी को भी देखते हैं, उनकी सस्टेनेबिलिटी परफॉर्मेंस को भी देखते हैं, उनकी सस्टेनेबल एक्टिविटीज को भी देखते हैं. द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ अ स्पेशलाइज्ड सिक्योरिटी इंडेक्स दैट आई कैन गिव यू इज, एंड इट्स नॉट देयर इन योर बुक्स, सो यू नीड टू लिसन टू दिस वेरी वेरी केयरफुली, इज द FTSE for Good Index Series. The FTSE for Good Index Series has been designed to objectively measure the performance of companies that meet globally recognized corporate responsibility standards. Transparent management and criteria making FTSE for Good a valuable tool for consultant, asset owners, fund managers, investment banks, stock exchanges, and brokers when assessing or creating responsible investment decision. So the other example of a specialized security index is FTSE for Good. Now this information, as I said earlier as well, is not there in your book, so you need to listen to this very very carefully. It's very easily available on the internet. आप सिर्फ अगर FTSE for Good Index Series लिखकर search करेंगे, so this is all the information that you will get. Now the purpose of FTSE for Good Index Series is that it measures the performance of companies that meet globally recognized corporate responsibility standards. So जो GRI के reporting guidelines को follow करते हुए reports बनाएंगे, FTSE for Good Index Series उन companies को rate करेगी या उन countries की परफॉर्मेंस को ऑब्जेक्टिवली मेजर करेगी जो GRI जैसी गाइडलाइंस को यूज करते हैं. नाउ अगेन, Why are these indexes good? या जो हमने पहले भी Dow Jones Water Index पढ़ी, वो उनकी importance क्या है? The purpose of these indexes, because today your stakeholders, whatever kind of stakeholders that we're talking about, चाहे वो प्राइमरी सोशल हों या सेकेंडरी नॉन सोशल हों, ये सारे stakeholders जो हैं, they want to make decisions regarding investment because everybody has money and everybody wants to have more money. अब अगर मेरे पास पैसा है and I have so many choices कि मैं कहाँ अपना पैसा इन्वेस्ट करूँ, तो लाइकलीहुड, बिकॉज आई एम बिकमिंग मोर सोशली कॉन्शियस, आई रियलाइज कि पानी भी कम है और ओजोन भी ख़त्म हो रही है और आर्टिक आइस भी मेल्ट हो रही है. Out of all these alternatives available, I would want to invest in a company which is more socially responsible, which is more thinking in terms of sustainability. And that is where such specialized indexes really help all these people, चाहे वो consultant हों, asset owners हों, fund managers हों, investment banks हों, stock exchanges हों या brokers हों. These type of indexes are basically helping all these people make good and responsible investment decisions, whereby they would invest in such companies who are being socially responsible. So the point is कि अगर एक company socially responsible है और एक company socially responsible नहीं है, और अगर इस किस्म की indexes नहीं होंगी, specialized indexes नहीं होंगी, then what will happen is the investor would not know the difference between this company and this company, because apparently financially both of them are equal. But when you have such indexes, then automatically the company which is being more socially responsible, it gets a higher weightage as compared to the company which is not socially responsible. And automatically, when everything being equal, अगर मुझे investment करनी पड़ेगी, then I would invest in companies which are more socially active as compared to those companies who do not undertake social responsibility initiatives. So that is where these companies can really help. Now, the FTSE for Good can be used in 4 main ways. First up, investment, as I said earlier as well, as a basis for creating index tracking investments, financial instruments or fund products focusing on responsible investment. So you would want to invest in a company which cares about the environment, which cares about its employees, which cares about the communities जो कि उसके इर्द-गिर्द होती हैं. And again, please ये ज़हन में ना रखिएगा कि social responsibility is only external. Social responsibility अब तक आपको बहुत क्लियर हो जाना चाहिए कि सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज इंटरनल एज वेल. सो अगर आप अपने एम्प्लॉयज की हेल्थ, उनकी अप्रेजल, उनकी कंपनसेशन सही तरीके से करते हैं, दैट इज ऑल्सो सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. So FTSE for Good का पहला purpose, the first reason that the FTSE for Good exists, is that it provides the guidelines to make responsible investment decisions, whereby you can choose between the companies which are less responsible and companies which are more responsible, or rather between companies which are not responsible and companies which are very responsible. The second way that the FTSE for Good can be used is for research purposes, to identify environmentally and socially responsible companies. I want to see कि कौन-कौन सी companies social initiatives take up करती हैं. I want to see कि कौन-कौन सी companies socially responsible हैं. So this is a good way of researching कि what social initiatives companies are taking, what sustainability measures companies are taking, what is the social performance and the environmental performance of various companies जो कि country में या एक economy में operate कर रही होती हैं. Now the third reason or the third use of the FTSE for Good indexes, it can be used as a reference point, as reference by which companies with the transparent and evolving global corporate responsibility standards can assess their progress and achievements. So again, आपकी comparison हो जाता है. You have a comparison point with FTSE. I'm here and this company is here in the index. How can I get from this point to this point? मैं इधर हूँ, ये company इधर है. Difference क्या है, क्यों है, किस लिए है? So आपका comparison easy हो जाएगा. अगर इस किस्म की indexes नहीं होती हैं, then it becomes very different to compare your performance with somebody else's performance. And finally, the last reason for such specialized indexes to exist is benchmarking. They can be used as a benchmark index to track the performance of responsible investment portfolio. So आप benchmarking भी कर सकते हैं. If XYZ is doing this, you make that a benchmark, and then you use that benchmark to go to that place where they are. So benchmarking is आप देख सकते हैं to see कि जी एक जो ट्रेंड सेटर कंपनी है with respect to corporate social responsibility, उसके क्या ऑपरेशंस हैं. आप उनके ऑपरेशंस को, उनके स्टैंडर्ड्स को, उनके गोल्स को अपना बेंचमार्क रखते हैं, एक स्टैंडर्ड अपने लिए बना लेते हैं, and then your company tries to achieve all those standards and see how to get all those standards. So basically जब हम specialized बात करते हैं या specialized security indexes की बात करते हैं, so that's the purpose of a specialized security index. चाहे वो specific particular product, एक particular category की service से deal करे, in case of the Dow Jones Water Index, या जो आपकी FTSE for Good index series है, इसमें तो multiple products, multiple companies across various sectors, across various industries, ये वाली index है, ये उसको cater for करती है. Now please, जब हम Dow Jones Water Index की बात करते हैं, that is a specialized security index. On the other hand, जब आप FTSE for Good index series की बात करते हैं, that is not a specialized security index, that is just a security index which deals with corporate social responsibility, and that deals with companies, or that measures the performance of companies' corporate social responsibility initiatives. So FTSE for Good series जो है वो एक specialized security index नहीं है, लेकिन वो एक security index है which is measuring the corporate social responsibility of the companies. Now next is available accepted rating frameworks. में हमने बात कर ली कि GRI की हमने बात की, फिर हमने specialized security indexes की बात की, फिर हमने security index with reference to corporate social responsibility की बात की, and then you have regulatory bodies and stock exchanges as well. For example, you have SEBI in India, you have SEC in United States, you have CRA which is which is again related to corporate social responsibility expectations जो कि UK में है, और जिस तरह हम FTSE for Good की बात करते हैं, that's again an index जो कि social responsibility जो कि एक ऐसी इंडेक्स है, एक ऐसी स्टॉक एक्सचेंज है जो कि अगेन सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इनिशिएटिव्स को मेजर करती है. सो दैट्स जस्ट अनदर वे which sort of gives the framework or provides guideline to companies to remain socially responsible, or it provides rules and regulations for the company within which they can undertake their social responsibility initiatives. Companies do not do in-house CSR reporting as well and publish it for public consumption. So there are a lot of हमने जब accepted rating frameworks की बात करें, हमने GRI को बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ा, हमने specialized securities index, Dow Jones Water Index को पढ़ा, हमने FTSE for Good index को की बात की, और हमने रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज या स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस की बात की जो कि अगेन आपकी बिजनेस प्रैक्टिसेस को इन टर्म्स ऑफ सस्टेनेबिलिटी मॉनिटर करती हैं और आपकी बिजनेस प्रैक्टिसेस इन टर्म्स ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी को मॉनिटर करती हैं। और वो कौन कौन सी थी, ये हमने आपकी सारी एग्जांपल्स आपके सामने रख ली। इन एडिशन to these three different rating frameworks, you also have certain companies who do in-house CSR reporting, and then they publish their research so that everybody can use them in whatever possible manner. Agencies that help in rating socially relevant activities in companies often solicit their intervention in rating sustainable activities. So aapki basically jo companies or agencies hain, they do social responsibility rating for various companies and then they publish it, and again it's a free good which basically means that anybody and everybody can use it free of cost. And again आप ये काम क्यों कर रही हैं, ये companies, ये agencies ये काम क्यों कर रही हैं? Just because they want to publish this information so that everybody, all stakeholders जो हैं उनको पता हो, वो they can make informed choices. They know कि वो कहाँ पर invest करें, कौन सी company कितनी socially responsible है, कौन सी company कितनी environmentally responsible है, और कौन सी कंपनी जो है वो sustainability conscious है. Now when you're talking of companies and agencies, one such company is called as Business in the Community, or BITC. Now BITC was basically initiated in 1982 and that's the way that they began. Now the next few slides are not there from your book. आपकी book में भी BITC के बारे में बताया हुआ है, लेकिन जो मैं आपको बता रही हूँ ये book में से नहीं है. ये basically this is the information that I've taken from the BITC website. Now, in 1982, in the wake of riots in Toxteth and Brixton, the UK was suffering from high level of unemployment and inner city unrest. Business in the Community, that's BITC, was created following a government conference where a group of US business leaders involved in the urban regeneration of Baltimore and Detroit shared their experiences with their British counterparts. So we're talking 1982, we're talking unrest in United Kingdom, and we're talking a conference जहाँ से US experts आए थे, and they shared their experiences कि उन्होंने किस तरीके से urban regeneration की थी, किस तरीके से unemployment levels को reduce किया था, and then they shared this experience and with their British counterparts. Now the organization, which is BITC, was formed by a small number of companies from both private and public sector. Early supporters included Barclays Bank, BP, British Steel, IBM, ICI, Marks and Spencer, Midland Banks, and WH Smith, right? So these were the companies, these were the early supporters of BITC, and these were the companies जो कि public sector or private sector की companies थी, which formed BITC. Now regeneration was the initial focus of BITC. They acted as a broker for companies supporting local enterprises agencies with cash, premises, equipment, expertise, and employee volunteering. So the basic initial purpose in 1982 when BITC was formed was basically to act as a broker whereby they supported companies जो कि local enterprise को support करती थी, maybe small businesses, maybe vocational training, maybe skill देना, ताकि आपकी जो regeneration है, unemployment ख़त्म हो और urban regeneration ज़्यादा हो. Then the later part of the 1980s was whereby Business in the Community, that is BITC again, encouraged companies to support local enterprise agencies as a way of business, helping to regenerate local economies affected by corporate closures to create new employment opportunities. So in the later part of the 1980s, the purpose of BITC was कि basically unemployment reduce करें. Now unemployment क्यों हुई थी? Because recession था, corporate क्लोजर्स हो रहे थे, कंपनीज बंद हो रही थी, लोगों को नौकरी से फारिग किया जा रहा था और अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट ज़्यादा थी. सो एट दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम BITC बेसिकली इनकरेज्ड इट्स मेंबर्स कि जी आपको इस तरीके से अपनी कम्युनिटीज़ को सपोर्ट करना है, वेयर बाय यू शुड talk about or invent various ways, or you should encourage people to start their own businesses so that आपकी local economies जो हैं वो regenerate हो. They recognized that the social cost of ignoring ignoring the human consequences of massive corporate restructuring. Major activities included supporting small business development and reskilling. So again, as I said, at that point in time in 1980s, BITC was basically concerned कि किस तरीके से आप दोबारा से local economies को regenerate करेंगे, and at that point in time there was a large amount of unemployment, large scale unemployment थी, और unemployment को ख़त्म करने के लिए they thought कि आप किस तरीके से small business development को करें, आप किस तरीके से SMEs को promote करें, और vocational training या skill training या लोगों को किस तरीके से नए skills लाएं. In the early to mid-1980s, many companies were restructuring, partly as a result of government reforms, and business in the community was actively promoting the enterprise agencies. This received a boost when the government announced a cash incentive on a declining scale over 3 years to match rising business contribution. BITC then traveled around the United Kingdom to persuade local businesses to get involved in regeneration initiatives based on this model. So basically, BITC was encouraging businesses to push for small business development ताकि आपकी unemployment खत्म हो. इस BITC की initiative को was backed up by a government initiative whereby the government announced cash incentives for those companies जो कि BITC के साथ reducing unemployment के initiative में काम करते हैं. So automatically आपकी companies को एक incentive भी मिल गया कि उनको एक cash incentive मिल गया कि अगर वो BITC के साथ जो है वो help out करेंगी in regeneration of local economies तो उनको भी फ़ायदा होगा. In 1985, the BITC had 108 member companies, and the Prince of Wales became the organization's president. They were also the umbrella, or BITC was also the umbrella for more than 300 local enterprise agencies. So you can see कि जी 1982 में जो चीज़ start हुई, by 1985 they had 108 member companies who were working for regeneration of local economies, who were working for reskilling of local people, who were working for small business development ताकि जितना business development होगा उतनी आपकी company बेहतर होगी और चीज़ें सही होंगी. Now the 1980s में आपकी BITC का एक mature agenda हो गया. Business was driven by a need to address the UK's decline in the international competitiveness league tables, improve basic skills in literacy and numeracy, and find new talent through a diversified workforce. So जहाँ पर 80s में BITC का agenda था to regenerate local economies, 1990s में the agenda changed a little bit, and it was all about ensuring and maintaining and creating international competitiveness. It was all about improving basic skills in literacy and numeracy. And then again, it was also about finding new talents through a diversified workforce. So diversity was being encouraged. जितनी ज़्यादा diversity होगी उतनी ज़्यादा ideas आएंगे, उतनी ज़्यादा innovation होगी और चीज़ें बेहतर होंगी. In 1990s, the Prince of Wales established his Seeing is Believing program, a simple yet effective tool to inspire business leaders to take actions in their local communities. It began as a single project, and BITC asked executive search firms to share the business leaders they were tracking in order to produce an invitation list for the first Seeing is Believing program. Each visit was led by a business leader committed to business in the community and the relevant topic. Senior business figures and rising stars were taken to look at the social problems in a specific part of the UK and then report back. So basically what happened in the 1980s is that the BITC involved businesses, or they involved business executives, whereby BITC took the business executives around the country, around the city, to see the various social problems. और जब खुद वो executives उन social problems को देखते थे, तो automatically they used to go back and report to the chief patron, which was the Prince of Wales, and then उनको बताते थे कि जी किस तरीके से चीज़ हो रही है. Now इसका effect क्या हुआ? If you do not see a problem, let's say कि I live in Islamabad and I open the newspaper every day and I see what's happening in Karachi. But since I'm not living in Karachi, I'm extremely detached from the situation. All that I do is I just read it in the newspaper, close the newspaper and get along with my life. I don't really care कि क्या हो रहा है, कैसे हो रहा है, कौन मर रहा है, कौन जी रहा है, that's it. But my perspective is going to change 180% when I would go to Karachi and see for myself as to how things are happening, because देखने से बहुत सारी चीज़ों का पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज हो जाता है, देखने से आपका ओवरऑल विजन चेंज हो जाता है. एंड दैट वाज द सीइंग इज बिलीविंग प्रोग्राम के टिल द टाइम दैट यू डोंट सी अ प्रॉब्लम, you don't realize its implication because it's not affecting you. But when you go, see the problem, see the suffering, see the despairiness in people's eyes, then you realize कि ये कितना बड़ा problem, and then automatically being the good humans that we are intrinsically, हम automatically उस problem को solve करने के लिए भी कोशिश करते हैं. So the Seeing is Believing program was all about कि जी आप बिजनेस लीडर्स को उनकी कंफर्टेबल एयर कंडीशनड ऑफिस एनवायरनमेंट से निकालकर आप उनको सोशल प्रॉब्लम्स के पास ले आए सो दैट दे कुड एक्सपीरियंस and see those social problems first hand. Now जब उन social problems को वो first hand देखेंगे तो automatically उनकी awareness भी ज़्यादा होगी और their motivation to resolve that social problem will also be there. So that was the Seeing is Believing program. Now जो entire 2000 था, that was by 2001 we had 700 member companies. Competitive advantage for individual companies and the pressure of sustainability as a business challenge were the new business drivers. BITC turned attention to how business carries out its core activities and the effect it has in the workplace, the marketplace, the community and the environment. So what BITC did was कि उसका agenda over the years change हो रहा. The 1980s was all about local economies regeneration. When they came into the 1990s, it was all about basic skills and numeracy, and it was about finding talent or encouraging new talent through a diversified workforce. But 2000 में आए, it was all about sustainability. It was about economics, it was about governance, it was about social performance, and it was about environmental performance. And the organization turns its attention to core activities and the effect of those core activities on the workplace, the marketplace, the community and the environment. So start BITC हुई just for the local community regeneration. फिर BITC ने अपना एजेंडा चेंज किया और वो लर्निंग स्किल्स की तरफ चली गई और competitiveness की तरफ चली गई. And finally in the 2000 it realized that the core activities have a positive and a negative impact on so many things. And what are those so many things? It was about workplace, the marketplace, the environment and the community. And then they realized that we need to see कि जी core activities, business की core activities का impact workplace, marketplace, communities पे और environment पे क्या होता है. Our language, or the BITC language, switched to corporate social responsibility, but this was often used to describe community involvement only. BITC then began to refer to corporate responsibility, CR, which was understood to include environmental impact too. So जब हम बात करते हैं corporate social responsibility की, that is अगर आप strictly definitions के बारे में बात करें, that is about CSR is about the social implication of the activities of the organization, and that does not cover environment. So BITC ने क्या किया? They changed their language and they changed it to CR, or corporate responsibility. Now corporate responsibility is going to include the social implication of the implication of the activities on the society, and it would also include CR would also include the implication of the organization's activity on the environment. So I guess at this point in time we can safely say that a much more sensitive word to use with respect to organizations' responsibility towards the communities, towards the communities and the society is CSR, is CR instead of CSR. CR is corporate responsibility. It's going to include responsibilities towards the society as well as the environment. And CSR is only about it's only about the responsibility of the organization towards the society. However, US business often linked CR with corporate governance, so we moved to responsible business. This signifies how business aims to operate overall as well as a particular activity and program. So जब उन्होंने CSR से CR पर लाया, then there was a confusion because US businesses thought that CR was corporate governance. So उन्होंने CR से भी further नाम change करके they talked about responsible business, which was basically कि आप overall effectiveness of a business की बात कर रहे थे. आप you were just talking about कि जी business overall क्या value create करता है through its operations, through its activities and through its processes. Now, the context of the organization today. Now, since 1982, BITC have mobilized business and worked with leaders to take actions in some of the UK's most deprived communities. Our greatest success has been getting influential business figures involved and keeping them involved. That's a huge success. Business leader को एक उसमें इतना इंटरेस्ट जनरेट करना कि वो सोशल इनिशिएटिव्स में या सोशल और एनवायरमेंटल इनिशिएटिव्स में इंटरेस्ट ले और फिर उसका इंटरेस्ट मेंटेन करना आर टू वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स. BITCs is now the UK's largest business membership organization committed to corporate responsibility. Our staff members have grown from 5 in 1982 to over 350 employees today. We have, or BITC has, over 830 members, with 1 in 5 of the UK private sector workforce employed by a member company. In addition, a further 3,000 companies are engaged through our programs and campaigns. And with these figures, you can realize the enormous operation that BITC has taken from a small company with just 5 employees, which started in 1982. Now they have 350 employees from an organization which was focused on local economy regeneration. They are now committed to corporate responsibility. They are now committed to overseeing how organizations' activities are influencing the environment and the society. And that just shows the importance of corporate social responsibility today. Leading politicians from all the major parties and thousands of voluntary and community organizations have been involved. BITC have a local and global reach through our regional network and worldwide partners. With the G20 protests in London and the global recession as a backdrop, BITC is working with businesses to rebuild public trust. Again, जब भी हमने ये पहले भी हम बात कर चुके हैं कि जब आप रिसेशन की बात करेंगे, जब आप बैड इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस की बात करेंगे, जब आप बैड सोशो पॉलिटिकल कंडीशंस की बात करेंगे, then automatically the level of trust that people have in companies, in governments, in the political system automatically decreases. And I guess इसकी example देने के लिए you don't have to go any further. Just think about yourself and the country that you're living in. Do you trust what you see around yourself? पेट्रोल नहीं है, गैस नहीं है, बिजली बढ़ गई है, गैस प्रेशर नहीं है. These are all the problems that you're facing, and the very first thing that you lose is interest. The very first thing that you lose is trust in your local government. कि जी जब government यही नहीं provide कर सकते तो फिर आप क्या कर सकते हैं? And then start thinking of alternatives और उसके positive, negative सब effects होते हैं. So the very first thing that the BITC is doing is उसकी जो worldwide partners हैं, जो उसके regional networks हैं, what these are doing is that they're rebuilding trust between stakeholders and companies, between stakeholders and organizations, between stakeholders and governments. The BITC are also continuing with campaigns related to climate change and investment in staff as well. So that is about what BITC is. Now let's just have a look at its website as well. That should give us a good insight of what this is. Now this is your business in the community website. Again, बहुत आसानी से आपको it's available. मैंने भी सिर्फ इसको Google ही किया था and it was right in front of me. So let's have a look at it together and see what the website is about. We're going to go into issues and we're going to talk about what is responsible business. Now, using our framework of responsible business, we help our members to integrate responsible practice into their day-to-day operations. Now, the point of BITC basically is that it aims to make businesses responsible businesses. And what is responsible businesses? That is, a business becomes a responsible business when they are integrating responsible practices into the daily operations of the company. Now, what do I mean by that? It means demonstrating clear leadership, governance and values, and integrating responsible business practices across all business operations. So, leadership, governance and values को understand करना, बनाना, रखना सही, जो आपकी core value foundation की हमने बात की थी, हमने top management commitment की भी CSR के reference से बात की, और governance की तो हम बात कर चुके हैं. You need to ensure, you need to have or demonstrate clear leadership, clear governance and clear values, and integrate your leadership, governance and values into your business practices across all businesses operations. And उसके लिए आपकी value system clear होना चाहिए, आपकी leadership committed होना चाहिए, और आपकी governance अच्छी होनी चाहिए. The second way that you can have a responsible business is by developing products and services with improved social and environmental impacts and positively influence customers' behavior. Remember जब हमने liquid bomb की बात की थी, the same example fits here. You want businesses to develop products which have a good social and environmental impact. हम ये नहीं चाहते कि एक business एक ऐसी product बनाए जिसकी अगर पैकेजिंग आप फेंकेंगे तो पैकेजिंग खत्म, बायोडिग्रेड ही नहीं होगी जी, वो अगले 50 साल वहीं पर पड़ी रहेगी अगर आप उसको वहां छोड़ देंगे. You don't want businesses to make products जिसकी जब smoke emit होती है तो वो ओजोन को ख़त्म कर देती है. You want businesses to make products which have a positive social and environmental impact, and they also positively influence consumer behavior. Then a responsible behavior is when they're developing employees and the future workforce to build successful working lives. So remember जब मैंने बिल्कुल शुरू के चैप्टर में एक comprehensive CSR की definition पढ़ी थी कि it does not only involve society, communities and the environment, it will also involve the workers and the families of the workers as well, whereby आप अपने employees को and अपने future workforce को build करते हैं. Responsible business is investing in the communities in which the business operates and those communities who are in greatest need. So it's basically कि जी आपको communities welfare या community benefit के लिए काम करना है. Community भी कैसी? एक community जो कि आपकी organization के बिल्कुल साथ है, and then you will also be working for those communities which are in need of assistance as well. Then a responsible business manages social, environmental and economic impacts in the supply chain. It is also about taking actions to reduce climate change and prepare for a low carbon economy, and extremely important especially with reference to ozone layers. And it is about working with others in collaborations to create change that benefit both business and society. So that is what a responsible business is. And I guess इस point onwards से इस point in time से जब हम इस course को पढ़ेंगे corporate social responsibility को, we're not going to talk about corporate social responsibility because it will only involve social activities of the companies so that the society improves, but we're going to call it CR now, which is corporate responsibility, which will include the society as well as the environment. The next thing that we're going to see with respect to is that why should a company become a responsible business? Now the way we do business is changing. Customer needs and demands are developing. Emerging technologies are enabling new ways of working. Supply chains are shifting and new markets are opening up. A more deeply connected generation is emerging. Knowing more about the world presents enormous opportunities, especially for business. Now question is, why should a company become a responsible business, or why should a company behave responsibly? Benefits kya hai? First up is brand value and reputation. I as a customer, when given a choice between two products which are identical or very similar products in terms of quality and price, I would choose the one which has a much more positive social and environmental impact as compared to the one which is not being socially, which is not performing its corporate responsibility. So that is the brand value and reputation that a company has. Brand value and reputation refers to any benefits realized from responsible business that improves the value of the brand and or the reputation of the brand or organization. Operational effectiveness, there are numerous improvements in innovation. हमने पहले भी बात की थी कि जब आप responsible business बन जाते हैं, जब आप GRI की guidelines लेते हैं, उनको implement करते हैं, automatically आपके costs भी reduce होती हैं, आपके वो activities जो कि redundant है वो भी ख़त्म हो जाती हैं, as a result of which आपकी operational effectiveness आती है. These activities are going to have a direct financial impact as well. This occurs when being responsible has a direct benefit to the financial performance of an organization. For example, improving access to capital, reducing costs and improving shareholders' value would automatically result in more profitability. Employees and future workforce. Responsible business practice benefits employees and your business's ability to attract and hold on to talent. So automatically, when your business is going to be responsible, and then there's a lot of research going on. Please have a look at that as well, okay, which sort of relates corporate responsibility with employee morale, which relates corporate responsibility with employees' motivation, which relates corporate responsibility with employee turnover. And then after reading all this research, you will realize that corporate responsibility has a huge impact on morale, on motivation, on turnover, on employee attitude, and on employee behavior as well. So it is, ये सब जरूरी नहीं है कि जी आप सिर्फ एम्प्लॉय को अच्छी सैलरी दें, अच्छी वेज दें, अच्छी कंपनसेशन पैकेजेस दें, अच्छे बेनिफिट्स दें, मीनवाइल आपकी कंपनी जो है वो सोसाइटीज को खराब करे, कम्युनिटीज को तबाह करे, एंड यू फील दैट योर एम्प्लॉय इज गोइंग टू बी हैप्पी बिकॉज यू पेइंग हिम वेल, और दैट द एम्प्लॉयज compensation package is good. The chances are that since there's such a positive relationship, there's a close relationship between corporate responsibility and employees turnover, motivation, morale, attitude and behavior, कि most probably आपका employee situation में खुश नहीं होगा. Risk reduction and management, these are benefits resulting from corporate responsibility efforts that improve the organization's ability to identify and reduce exposures to risk and prepare for and manage risk better. Finally, you have organization's growth. This is a business benefit when opportunities for overall organization growth is created from being a responsible business, whether through new markets, new product development, lateral expansion, new customers, or new partnerships and alliances. So these are all the benefits that a company gets when they are doing, or when they are undertaking socially, when they're undertaking responsible behavior, or when they are doing responsible behavior. Next is responsible leadership, because leadership का बहुत important role होता है corporate social responsibility में. If your leader is socially responsible, if your leader is committed to responsible business, automatically आपकी पूरा business, पूरी organization, पूरी enterprise, पूरी corporation में आप वही value को find करेंगे that you have to have a responsible business. On the other hand, if the leader is not committed to corporate responsibility, automatically the same idea will be floated down in the organization, and the chances are that your entire organization is also not committed to corporate responsibility. Now, role of a responsible leader. 2/3, that is 67% of the business in the communities, BITC leadership team members believe that a more responsible economy is likely to emerge from the recession, and nearly all 97% believe that individual business leader must be seen to act to restore confidence which has been lost due to financial crisis. And this is what I mean when I say कि जी बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है कि आपके leaders, आपके business leaders जो हैं वो responsible business पर believe करें, वो corporate responsibility पर believe करें, वो ऐसे they believe in undertaking such initiatives which is going to positively affect the environment and the society as well. So these are all things that a leader should do, and it becomes a responsibility of the leader to do all them and to see कि जी आप किस तरीके से कर रहे हैं. Next that we're going to talk about is business and the big society, कि जी business का society पर क्या impact होता है, या business जो है वो society के लिए क्या क्या कुछ कर सकती है. Now the leadership survey tells us that 77% of business leaders say that they could do more to scale up strategic support for communities across their businesses, and we hope that all the government's big society agenda will provide the opportunity we have all been waiting for. That means that 77% of the business leaders feel that they can provide strategic support for communities across their businesses. That means businesses can support a lot of social societies projects, और उनको वो करना भी चाहिए. And that is whereby जब आप transforming business करेंगे, अपने business को transform करेंगे, and when you're going to make your business more responsible business, when you're going to undertake the social and environmental initiatives, automatically your business is going to transform communities as well, and it's going to transform societies as well. Now, I would not have that much of time कि मैं आपको इस पूरी website को बहुत detail में आपके साथ इस पर बात करूं, but I would really want all of you to please have a look, even when my lecture is over, have a look at this. You need to see examples of best practices, कि किस तरीके से कौन-कौन सी practices सही हैं. You need to think कि जी government view on big society क्या है, business connectors क्या हैं. See and study case studies as well, because they're going to give you, especially at your level, जिन्होंने you already have a degree in business degree, a 4 years business degree. आपके लिए case studies are extremely important. You need to use these case studies, and ये भी probability most probably है कि जब मैं आपको assignments दूंगी या मे बी अगर हमें आपको पेपर्स सेशनल्स मिड टर्म्स या आपके जो फाइनल्स होंगे, मे बी आई वुड बी यूजिंग दीज केस स्टडीज एज अ रेफरेंस पर्पस एंड गिविंग यू दीज केस स्टडीज एज क्वेश्चन सो दैट यू कैन evaluate these case studies and then apply the concepts that we've done in the chapter and what we're doing right now to these case studies. So please do have a look at these case studies as well. I guess the last thing that we would be talking about is visioning the future. What do we see in the future? Now that is something of interest for you. By 2050, 9 billion people will be living on this planet. 9 billion, do you imagine? Do you realize हम किस किस्म की बात कर रहे हैं, हम कितने ज़्यादा लोगों की बात कर रहे हैं, एंड देन इन सब लोगों में से कैन यू इमेजिन या कैन यू जस्ट कैसे कितने % जो होंगे वो पॉवर्टी लाइन से नीचे होंगे, कितने % को पानी, बिजली, गैस जैसी फैसिलिटीज़ अवेलेबल होंगी, हाउ मेनी ऑफ देम वुड बी अनएम्प्लॉयड, हाउ मेनी ऑफ देम वुड बी गेटिंग द बेसिक नेसेसिटीज़ ऑफ लाइफ. That's a big question for you to ask. And then when you have so many people, then you also need to realize कि आपके businesses को, आपकी corporation को, इन लोगों के लिए कुछ ना कुछ करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Continuing with business as usual will mean that 50% will be living in poverty or dispossessed. Will your product survive and thrive in this context? Will they help or hinder the pursuit of a quality, modern and sustainable life for all? And that's the question that I'm leaving you with today. Okay, when you're talking about 9 billion people by 2050, do you think if businesses today do not get involved with corporate social responsibility, then what will happen? The answer is right there. 50% of these 9 billion will be living on poverty or will be dispossessed. They will not have the basic necessities in life: food, water, shelter, education, a nice house to live in, a warm house to live in. They would not have all that. Now with these statistics, जहाँ पर 9 billion का 50% का मतलब ये हुआ 4.5 billion. That means 4.5 billion will be living under poverty. Now when all of these would be living under poverty, do you think that they will be able to buy your products? They will be able to use your services? They will be able to use organizations' resources or make profitability for the organization? No. And that's the question that organizations need to ask themselves. Will their products survive and thrive in a situation where 4.5 billion people will be dispossessed or living in poverty? Will they help or hinder the pursuit of quality, modern and sustainable life for all? जब 4.5 बिलियन पॉवर्टी में रहेंगे तो वो क्या कर सकेंगे? कुछ भी नहीं. आपका क्राइम रेट, टेररिज्म, यही सब चीज़ें बढ़ेंगी. एंड देन ऑन द अदर हैंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को भी कोई फायदा नहीं हो रहा, उनकी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी भी अफेक्ट हो रही है, उनकी प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज भी सेल नहीं हो रही. सो अगेन द कॉमन सेंस, द लॉजिकल आंसर इज दैट यू ब्रिंग बोथ ऑफ देम टुगेदर. द कॉर्पोरेशंस डू कॉर्पोरेट रिस्पॉन्सिबल बिहेवियर, engage in corporate responsible behavior, engage in becoming a responsible business so that these 4.5 billion people are also become productive members of the society. And then imagine a worldwide marketplace of 9 billion people. And then imagine the profitability and the revenues and the sales for the businesses, products and services. And that is what we're talking about. And that is the goal of corporate social responsibility, whereby the companies and the organizations are benefiting and the people are benefiting as well, because they are getting improved, they're getting a better life, their quality of life is being improved. Visioning the future can help you take action now and help you innovate a positive role for your business in the future. Simply stating is, I have 2 kids. मैं जब future के बारे में सोचती हूँ, all that I'm concerned is what can I do for my kids, right? And I'm going to do my utmost today so that their future becomes better. And that's what organizations need to think as well. कि tomorrow's future or tomorrow is going to impact the organization. उसकी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, उसकी ग्रोथ सब कुछ इम्पैक्ट करेगी जो कल होगा. सो कल को बेहतर बनाने के लिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैव टू मेक द प्रेजेंट good. The organizations have to work for the present, work for the quality of life in the present, work for the betterment of society in the present, work for the welfare of communities in the better, work for the environment in the present, so that the future becomes a pleasant future and the organization can grow and become profitable in the future. So again आप प्लीज़ ये भी रीड कर लीजिएगा जो कैथरीन सर्मन की चीज़ें थी. The changes we are likely to see to our society and environment over the next 2 decades and beyond will require a paradigm shift in the economy and the society. The companies that recognize and plan for it now will be the winners of the future. We need to think about how business services will evolve in the next 2 decades and beyond. The opportunities are real for those who create a sustainable future. So the game now is about sustainability, economic performance, social performance, environmental performance, and governance performance. If you are going to think about sustainability today, then your corporation is going to survive the future. Otherwise, it's going to go away. So what we've done so far is that we have discussed what BITC is. We were discussing the various rating frameworks. Rating frameworks में हमने specialized indexes की बात की, हमने GRI initiative की बात की, हमने stock exchanges और regulatory bodies की बात की, हमने बात की कि जी आपकी various companies and organizations भी होती हैं जो अपने rating frameworks बनाती हैं and then वो publish कर देती हैं so that companies and stakeholders and individuals and regulatory agencies जो हैं वो उनसे फ़ायदा उठा सकें. सो उस रेफरेंस से हमने BITC की बात की. BITC के हमने सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को स्टडी किया फ्रॉम 1980s, उसका एजेंडा कैसे चेंज हुआ 1990s में, 2000 में क्या किया और उसका अभी का इनिशिएटिव क्या है. एंड देन आई शोड यू द BITC वेबसाइट इन डिटेल. अगेन BITC वेबसाइट में बहुत चीज़ें हैं. दिस जस्ट फॉर योर इन्फॉर्मेशन टू सी व्हाट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज डूइंग एंड हाउ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज इम्पैक्टिंग द इन्वायरमेंट, द बिजनेस इन्वायरमेंट. एंड देन वी ऑल्सो सेड कि जी CSR की जगह CR इज़ अ बेटर वर्ड टू यूज़, बिकॉज जब आप कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की बात करते हैं इट ओनली अंडरटेक्स द सोशल इनिशिएटिव्स दैट द बिजनेस कैन टेक. जब आप कॉर्पोरेट responsibility की बात करते हैं, it includes the social and the environmental initiatives that a company or a corporation can take. फिर what we're going to talk about today is again अभी इसी लेक्चर की कंटिन्यूएशन में हम ये भी बात करेंगे कि CR इंडेक्स क्या है. Now CR index again is developed by BITC. Or CR index is developed in consultation with businesses. The CR index challenges and supports a large organizations to integrate responsible business practices. So CR index, which is developed by BITC, what it does is it basically supports large organizations so that they integrate the responsible practices, responsible business practices जिनकी हम पहले बात कर चुके. Remember जब हमने वेबसाइट में we saw a page जहाँ पर हमने कहा था कि जब हम what do I mean when I say what's a responsible business, that is what these practices are. कि जो leadership की development होनी चाहिए, valuation की development होनी चाहिए, आप अपने workforce की बात करेंगे, workforce की development की बात करेंगे. So the CR index helps all those activities to be incorporated within the operations of the businesses, and that is what a CR index is. The approach is to take the form of an online survey, and companies follow a self-assessment process intended to help them identify both the strengths in their management and performance and gaps where future progress can be made. So CR index को use करने का सिर्फ तरीका ये है कि there is an online form that the companies use or download, and then what they're doing is that by downloading their form, they fill that form up, and it helps them in finding multiple things. The first thing that it helps them with is that it helps them to identify the strengths in their management processes. कि उनके operations and processes में क्या strengths है. The second thing is that since standards are set, actual performance can be compared with the standards to see कि जी gaps कितने हैं जहाँ पर future progress हो सकती है. Business in the community, BITC, believes that self-assessment is the starting point for actions and improvements, but it independently validates submission to ensure reliability and consistency. So BITC strongly believes that one has to do a self-assessment. Just because कि जैसे हमने कहा ना कि जितना भी आपका जो rating framework है, CR rating framework, वो सब voluntary है. उसमें कहीं कोई coercion नहीं है. There's no requirement by the law that you have to do this and you have to do that. Since there's no legal requirement, that becomes then it makes it imperative कि companies खुद voluntary self-assessment करें to see as to where they stand with respect to their corporate responsibility initiatives. And then again जब आप CR index को implement करेंगे और इन फॉर्म्स को फिल करेंगे, these forms once filled cannot be submitted back to BITC unless and until they have been validated by the board of directors. So ये नहीं है कि जी मैं एक कंपनी में काम कर रही हूँ, मैं फॉर्म फिल किया, मैंने भेज दिया, नहीं. The form has to be validated and approved by the directors and only then it can be submitted and only then it will be accepted by the BITC. The CR index supports companies to identify gaps for improvement and reinforces good practices. So it sort of one, it identifies good practices. Two, it identifies other practices as well, and then it also highlights the gaps which can be seen कि जी ये होना चाहिए और ये हो रहा है, and then those gaps can be reduced and filled up by good practices. The CR index supports companies to track progress over time and drive continuous improvement. Again, it's a measure, it's a method to see कि जी आपकी improvement किस तरीके से आगे बढ़ रही है, how are you improving, and then it helps in comparing कि what are you doing now, what were you doing at the same time last year and the year before that. So comparison becomes extremely easy and you can track progress and then you can see कि आपका काम या progress किस तरीके से चल रही है. The CR index supports companies to benchmark performance against peers and leading practices. Again, when so many companies are going to fill this index and this form, then automatically the information would be available readily, and then it's going to become easy for my company to compare my company's performance with a leading company's performance to see कि जी leading company की CR practices क्या है और मेरी company की CR practices क्या है, क्या gap है, मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ improvement करने के लिए. And finally, the CR index supports companies to engage board members and raise awareness of corporate responsibility issues internally. So again, जब आपका board validate करेगा CR के form को, survey form को, और आप उसको online submit करवाएंगे and you are going to make that information public, automatically the board members are going to be conscious of their actions, they're going to be conscious of the decisions that they take, so that each and every decision of them is in line with corporate responsibility, and it's going to internalize the entire concept of corporate responsibility within the organization. Companies can choose to use the tool in either public or private basis. Public or private basis basically means that it is the company's choice whereby they choose to make their information public or private. अगर company की choice है तो जो submit करेगी company form वो public भी किया जा सकता है. It can be made for everybody to see, and if the company doesn't want it, it is just filling the form so that for its own to see कि जी वो कितना कर रहे हैं और कितना नहीं कर रहे, then the same information can remain private as well. Public participants are included in the annual CR index ranking and demonstrate a commitment to transparently improving their social and environmental process. So whenever a company wants to sort of use the CR index as a tool on a public basis, then जो information वो company देती है, that information is included in the annual CR index ranking, and that shows commitment to transparently improve their social and environmental performance. On the other hand, private participation is designed for companies not ready to disclose their performance and focus on providing guidance and feedback and help organizations better integrate and improve their corporate responsibility performance. So again, जो हमने पहले भी बात की कि जी voluntary action होना चाहिए, कोई compulsion नहीं है, कोई rule नहीं है, कोई regulation नहीं है, कोई legal binding नहीं है. So this is what this is, कि when you keep it open for companies, the companies are more receptive to it. जब आप flexibility किसी चीज़ में रखते हैं, then people are less pressurized, as a result of which आपकी जो implementation होती है वो बहुत आसान हो जाती है. So CR index के reference से companies can use it on a public basis, whereby the information is going to be included in the annual CR index ranking, and when you're using it as a private basis, तो फिर automatically आप सिर्फ उस CR index को इसलिए use कर रहे हैं because you want to have guidance, see कि how and what should should we do to improve our corporate responsibility initiatives, and then you are also using that tool for feedback purposes. और फिर आप अपने आप से ही कंपैरिजन कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज जब आप हर साल वो फॉर्म सर्वे फिल करेंगे तो आपके पास कंपैरेटिव इंफॉर्मेशन आ जाएगी और अपने आप को आप ओवर द ईयर्स देख सकते हैं कि आपने कैसा काम किया. And when over the years you're going to perform good, when over the years you're going to feel confident about your initiatives and about your corporate responsibility behavior, then automatically you will not feel shy of making the thing public, and you will not feel कि जी इसको public नहीं होना चाहिए. So again, आप जब भी CR index की बात करेंगे, you can either use it as use the tool on a public basis, and you can also use the tool on a private basis as well. Now with this particular slide in front of us, we're going to end our lecture today, and we're still on chapter number 6, and I hope that I've made this thing as interesting as I could, and I hope that you enjoyed the learning as much as I enjoyed delivering it, especially whereby we were combining the websites with the slides and the book information as well. Please यहाँ पर ज़रूर note कर लीजिएगा कि I've added a lot more information. This information might not be available in the books, but then you're going to get handouts, and you're going to have the slides in front of you to guide you through all these concepts. So let's have a quick recap of what we've done in this chapter. What we're doing right now is we're basically studying the various different rating frameworks which have been provided. The first thing that we talked about in the last lecture, that we discussed what GRI was. Today in this lecture we talked about the specialized specialized securities indexes. उसमें हमने Dow Jones Water Index की बात की थी, FTSE for Good indexes की बात की थी. Then we came and we talked about regulatory agencies and stock exchanges like FTSE. And even Dow Jones has a sustainability index as well. Then we said that there are certain companies, there are certain agencies which do CSR rating, and then they publish those ratings for everybody to see. उसमें हमने BITC की बात की थी, और BITC के रेफरेंस से हमने CR index की बात की. We said कि CR index क्या है, we said उसकी approach क्या है, we talked about what does it supports and what kind of support it provides to companies, and we also said that whoever fills that form, it is for them to decide if they want to make their information public or if they want to use it privately, and the CR index gives that flexibility and gives that freedom for companies to make the decisions कि जी वो public वो CR index को, if they want to use this tool on a public basis or on a private basis. With this, I guess I'm going to end my lecture today, and inshallah till next time, have a very nice evening or have a very nice day. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.